and took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the New York Jets. Tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Over the middle to Beckham. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. A solid stiff arm. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Allen going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Good footwork at the 30. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Give. This is Cook. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Handoff comes to Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Allen. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He completes it to Beckham, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there at 22. From midfield, here's Allen. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Oh, he left left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Dalvin Cook, 74 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 29, Allen. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one too low.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll run with Cook. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Switch gears. Shift. Check 43.
Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 37. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. And again, it's Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Going for it all. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had to tackle. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run it again with Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On first down, Allen flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. For Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Allen to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Giants are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Julio Jones. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Here we go. Mike 16.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.